What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel again. And so in this video what I wanted to cover was how to find deals. Because I realized, how am I going to explain to you how to afford deals if I haven't taught you how to even find them yet? So we're going to start with the basics here and just starting out finding deals, first things first. And so the reason that I need to teach you how to find deals is because we are investors. We're looking for value. And so when we're looking for value, it's hard to find good deals on the MLS or even at the courthouse, wherever else you can buy properties, because it is competitive. There's hundreds of other investors out there trying to find deals just like you. They're all looking at the same sheet in front of them on their computer screens. So if you're able to go out there and find the deal yourself, you're the only one looking at it and there's no competition, which gives you that edge. And there are several ways to go about finding your own deals. You can put up signs on street corners. You can drive for deals and search neighborhoods yourself. You can download, there's websites where you can actually download lists of potential properties. You can type in what criteria you want, like maybe high equity or free and clear and vacant, stuff like that. So you can actually purchase lists from certain websites. My preferred method of finding leads is the driving for dollars method, which is physically getting in your car, driving neighborhoods, and writing down a list of addresses of properties that look distressed. And the reason why you're looking for something that's distressed is because, remember, we're looking for motivated sellers, people that are just looking to offload these properties and they're willing to take a below market value for them. And so some of the things that you're looking for, right? If you're looking for a distressed house, you're going to see probably one, the lawn or the greenery is overgrown. Two, broken windows or maybe just no blinds, just open. Three, possibly like a sign or a notice on the door from the city, saying notice to maybe it's vacant or something like that. They've winterized it. Four, just basically all around, just jacked up properties. And I personally feel like this is the most cost efficient and unique as well, because all you're paying for is that tank of gas. You don't have to download lists from the internet and pay a premium for them. And the lists are also unique to you. So let's say, even if you were to download lists off the internet, anybody across the entire country can download the same lists. But when you drive these streets and you're writing down the addresses yourself, that list is unique to you. Nobody else has that list. You're the only one out there with this unique list to you. And so now you have your list of possible properties that you can buy, right? And you probably want to get a list of at least 30 to however big you want, maybe 100 or so. And basically what you want to do now is find out who the owners are and get their contact information. And you guys probably don't know this, but you can find out anyone that owns any property by just going to the county tax records. You can see who owns what. And so, just type in the address, what you're looking for, and the name of the owner will pop up. And even if it's under an LLC, like they bought it through their company name, I can still find you. What you do is you just then go to the State Department where the LLC is registered, and you can see who's the owner of that LLC. So if you have a property I'm looking to buy, I will find you, and I will buy your property. So that method, you'll find the owner's name, and you'll find also their mailing address. And if you want to go deeper, let's say find phone numbers, email addresses, what I like to do is you can just go on Fiverr, something like that, where you can find freelance workers and hire somebody to do the skip tracing for you. And skip tracing is just the process of running their information through. It's like what bounty hunters use to find people. And so you'll get a list of phone numbers, email addresses that you can try to call and get a hold of the person. And so everyone has a different method. You can call them, text blast, maybe leave an auto voicemail, or you can even send them mailers, like hard mail, like handwritten mail. That can go pretty far too. If someone receives, a handwritten postcard from somebody, they might think it's thoughtful and they might have they're more inclined to reach out. However, what I like to do is just go ahead and give the guy a call. I feel like calling them is warm enough. It's not as cold as texting, so it's the voice behind the phone at least. and it's also quicker than mailers, and so it's faster and a little more human, I feel like. And so for each person, I'll call, whatever phone numbers are listed and try to get a hold of them. If I can't get a hold of them, I'll leave voicemails or send texts as like a secondary option. So when you call them, you're trying to find out one thing, just if they're willing to sell it and if they're willing to sell it at the price you want, which is under market value. Because, people, if you say, hey, I want to buy your house for cash or whatever, they'll say, yeah, just to hear what your offer would be. But you want to make sure that you can buy it at the price you want to make it worth your while as an investor. And so now you're probably trying to figure out, all right, well, how much do I offer them, right? What price is worth it for an investor? And so most house flippers, the quick formula they use is you need to find the ARV, 70% of the ARV minus the repairs needed to get it to the ARV. So that's ARV times 70% minus repairs. And that is the max offer that you can basically offer them. But you don't want to start there because you want to get the best deal you can. But that's just gives you an idea of the maximum amount of money you can offer them for that property. So the first step now is finding the ARV, the after repair value, right? How much the property is worth after the repairs have been made, once it's all fixed up, shiny, brand new. And so you can, purchase apps and such that will calculate that for you, or you can do it the broke boy way and just use Zillow. And so what I do is I log on to Zillow, I'll look up the property address, and then I'll insert certain filters, right? So I'll say, within, this mileage from that property sold within the last 12 or so months, and you can adjust these as you wish, 12 months maybe, with a similar bed bath count, similar square footage, and then boom, Zillow will populate you that criteria of what houses have sold in that mileage from the property with the parameters that you're looking for. And you can kind of click through them and see which ones are brand new renovations, and then you'll get an idea once you average those is like how much you think this house could be worth after repair value. And that's just your estimate too. Like you're not a professional, you're probably just a scrub like me. And so what you want to do is probably verify that number with a realtor that you trust that does work in the area as well. Now once you have your ARV, you do 70% of that, and then you have to subtract that by the repairs. And so that is another number you're going to have to calculate as well. And when you talk to most owners, they're going to say, oh yeah, the house is fine, or they like to highlight it in of course a better light than it probably is. And so what you want to do is walk the property yourself or with a contractor that you trust. But I know a lot of people, they invest, they don't invest where they live. And so in that case, what you want to do is try to have someone boots on the ground to also just snap pictures for you. If they can snap pictures of the rooms and the roof and such things all around the property, it's the whole property in general. From the pictures, you can kind of figure out how much repairs are going to be off of that. And calculating the repairs is something that you're just going to learn over time just from flipping houses. Like, once you start flipping a couple houses, you'll kind of realize, okay, I kind of know how much it costs to paint the entire interior or to lay down new carpet throughout a kitchen renovation or a bathroom renovation. You just get a better idea of how much things cost throughout time. And I just have Excel spreadsheets that I use to kind of give me a rough number, and then I like to send all the pictures I have to my contractor, and he gives me a much better bid as well. So one of the most important steps here is probably first building out your team, right? You want to have a trusted realtor that'll help verify the after repair values of all the homes you're going to purchase. You want a trusted contractor, that's going to help you get an accurate bid on each of these homes that you're going to renovate, and so on and so forth. You need a good property manager, a good attorney, a good CPA, but that all comes later down the road. For finding properties, it's mainly you need an attorney and your contractor up front to help you verify those two important numbers, because if your numbers are wrong, your whole deal is screwed and you might end up underwater. So it's very important that you find good deals and you're able to calculate these numbers correctly. And so now that you have your ARV calculated and your repairs calculated, you'll have that number of the maximum offer that you can offer the seller. And then it just comes down to negotiating. And it's going to go back and forth, and the numbers will always tell a story of what is the best thing to do with this property. Just as long as you follow the numbers, they'll tell you what to do with it, whether that's flipping it or doing a BRRRR strategy or just listing it on the MLS. The numbers will always tell you what to do, you just have to listen to them. And that's pretty much all there is to the process. So just a quick recap. First step, you're going to drive for dollars. You're going to drive around and find these properties. Second step, you're going to then skip trace them and then find out who owns these properties, what their email addresses are, what their phone numbers are, where they live, everything that you would need to get in contact with them. Third step, you're going to call or text or mail all these people and try to find a motivated seller, someone that wants to sell this property for a good deal that you're looking for. And then lastly is running your numbers, finding the ARV, 70% of that minus the repair value that you also found, and then that's the maximum offer you can offer them. And then last thing is just the negotiation phase. What offer are they ultimately going to accept from you? And so just an important thing here is finding a good team member, like an attorney and a contractor, to help you verify those important numbers. And then you should be all set to go to close and find your first deal. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If there's anything I missed, I'm not a professional by any means. This is my side hustle. And so I'm kind of learning as I go as well. But feel free to leave comments in the box and I'll definitely hit those up. Please like and subscribe to show support and love. And just thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.